Hi, this is Munson with Munson Music. I'm going to talk about how you can play a song called Damn Baby by Florida Georgia Line. And we end up capoing this on 6th fret to match the recording, but we're going to start out on an F major chord. And if you know the bar F major, we'll talk about an easier way to play this in a moment. But you do your first finger across the entire 1st fret, second finger on the G string 2nd fret, third finger on the A string 3rd fret, and the pinky on the D string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an F major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. Now a good substitute for that though is something called F major 7. When we play F major 7, first finger goes to the B string on the 1st fret, second finger on the G string 2nd fret, and third finger on the D string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, that sounds an F major 7. It sounds really groovy, happy. And then from the F, we're going to be going to a G major chord. G major. First finger goes to the A on the 2nd fret, second finger on the low E string on the 3rd fret, and third finger on the high E string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a G major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. And then from the G, we're going to be going to a C major chord. When we play C major, first finger goes to the B on the 1st fret, second finger on the D string 2nd fret, the third finger on the A string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, that sounds a C major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. And then from the C, we're going to be going to an A minor chord. What you really have to do is kind of take the third finger from the A string 3rd and go to the G string 2nd fret. And then if you strum all those together, that sounds an A minor chord, and it sounds really, really sad. And that's basically our progression through the song. It's kind of F, G, C, A minor. And there are a couple places where we'll end up doing hits, actually kind of on A minor, and there's a couple stop times on the C where you may want to do kind of downs or down and kind of kill the strings. And basically our chorus is exactly the same thing, except for the very end we end up with kind of an F, F, and G, G for kind of a tag at the end of the chorus. Now the weird part is to play along with Florida Georgia Line, instead of starting on an F major chord, they're actually starting on a B major chord. So to play along with the recording, what you want to do is take a capo, and if you put the capo on 6th fret, then now your F major is really a B major chord, your G major is really a C sharp major chord, your C major is really an F sharp major chord, and your A minor is really a D sharp minor. But there are a couple different ways you may want to kind of work it through the tunes. Actually kind of doing 4 downs on each chord could be a cool way to do it. And I'm kind of doing that way, kind of muting it with my right hand. So I'm going to land a little piece of the side of my hand down on top of the saddle to get kind of a muted quality out of the string. So you may want to kind of experiment with just kind of working down, and that could be a cool, creepy, sneaky way to kind of work it. Now one of my favorite strum patterns, 4-0-4-4 like this though, is down, down, up, up, down, up. So we took the F and just tried that a lot. You'd have down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So if we tried that through our chord progression, we have F, down, up, down, up, G, down, up, down, up, C, down, up, down, up, A minor, down, up, down, up, F, down, up, down, up, G, down, up, down, up, C, down, up, down, up, A minor, down, up, down, up. Now a little variation on that you might want to play around with too is a long down, 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 up, where you could take the F and do down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up. So kind of digging on that, we could try that through it too and have F, down, down, up, G, down, down, up, C, down, down, up, A minor, down, down, up, F, down, down, up, G, down, down, up, C, A minor, down, down, up, F, down, down, up, G, down, down, up, C, down, down, and we're just going to be repeating that until we get this big hit on an A minor. And then we go into our chorus part. And what you may want to do is kind of take all those ideas and then kind of mix them up into how you want to kind of play this song. So it can be kind of a cool idea to take all those ideas and kind of play around with them to see what you want to say with it. A minor, F, G, C, A minor, and then we kind of hit that F, G tag at the very end of the chorus. And then from there, we go back into our verse. And one other thing I think about adding to the song though is bass notes. A lot of times on that first down of the down, down, up, down, up, you get, or the down, 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 up, you can throw in a bass note for the chord. So on the F, you have the low E for your bass. On the F major 7, you'd have the D for the bass. On the G, you'd have the low E for the bass. On the C, you'd have the A for the bass. And on the A minor, you'd have the A string for the bass. So we tried that, we could do bass down, up, down through that verse part. We got F, G with low E bass, C with an A bass, A minor with an A bass, F with a bass, G with low E bass, C with an A bass, A minor with an A bass, F with a bass, G with low E bass. And on the second verse, it's kind of a stop time on our C chord before we go back into our chorus part. Now you can also add basses to our down, 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 up. And you got F, down, down, G with low E bass, C with an A bass, A minor with an A bass, F bass, down, down, G bass, down, down, C with an A bass, down, down, A minor, F with a bass, down, down, G with low E bass, C with an A bass, A minor with an A bass. And then we kind of hit our chorus tag with F, G with low E bass. And then from there, we're going into our next verse. Now, if you know other strum patterns or other licks around those chords that would work too, you may want to kind of experiment with it and kind of see what you can say with it and kind of mix it up different ways. So it might be kind of an interesting theme to kind of see what you can say with the song too. F, G, C, and then we got kind of that stop time on our A minor chord again before we go into kind of our last chorus. Then we have our F, G, C. Part for our outro. So we're gonna F, G, C, F, G, C, A minor, F, G, C, F, G, C, and then at the very end we can have just a kind of a big F at the very end. But that's the basics of how you can strum through Damn, baby, by Florida Georgia Line. So good luck.